We are now in 2021, where I can tweet a picture of an Apple polishing cloth and it gets 1,000 likes. All right, people are dying every day, but I post a picture of a cleaning cloth. Everybody loses their minds, which is why we're going to be talking about this product today. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. We are reviewing the Apple polishing cloth on top of unboxing the newest pair of AirPods Pro that Apple dropped pretty quietly at their big Unleashed event. So if you're excited for this one, it does seriously help me in the channel out if you drop a like down below and hit subscribe so you always stay up to date on the latest Apple news. Okay, so let's start off with AirPods Pro. This is a new version that Apple dropped just the other day, and there's not a whole lot to say about these. Like, fundamentally, they are identical to the product that was released in October of 2019, which is the first time AirPods Pro came out. The big difference this time is the fact that Apple has put MagSafe into the charging case, and currently this is the only way you can get an AirPods Pro case with the magnets inside. And you can see Apple has even noted it on the box here, that there is something a little bit different about these than the historic version. First time I've actually done that in a while because the Apple Watch Series 7 and the iPhone 13 don't ship with plastic wrap to help the environment, which I fully support. It is satisfying. It's really, really satisfying. Anyway, once you're inside, you have the quick start materials here, but no Apple sticker that I could find. I thought there used to be one with AirPods. Maybe there never was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Nobody looks at these anyway, and I've said this for a while, but like if Apple really wants to help the environment, take out the paper. Nobody uses these. I can't remember a single time someone has referred to the quick start guide. You can just go online or put a link or a QR code. Why do we have these papers in here if we're trying to help the environment? Back in the box, you're greeted with the AirPods Pro right here, but before we unwrap those, below you have the identical contents as you had before. You've got the USB-C to Lightning cable right here, just standard, not braided or anything fancy. And because these are in-ear headphones, you've got different sized ear tips included in the box. And I kind of forgot how cool the packaging for these was. It's like pretty simple and pretty subtle, but it has a nice touch to it, and it makes the unboxing experience a little bit more premium than standard AirPods. None of that though is what you're paying for. It's this right here. Now online I heard some folks saying that the AirPods Pro case was a little bit different with MagSafe functionality, which would make sense considering that they have added magnets inside of here to make it perfectly aligned with MagSafe. But looking around and even comparing it to the 2019 version of AirPods Pro, couldn't see a difference. Looked all around, nothing is different. There's actually only one difference that you can feel but that you can't see on camera or that most people wouldn't notice. So I've mentioned magnets a few times, and as it turns out, magnets are a little bit heavier than not having magnets in your AirPods case. So if you put these on a scale, they're like half an ounce more. Do you notice this whatsoever? No, not really. Does it make an impact? No, but if you hold both of them side by side, you'll go, oh, the new AirPods Pros, they're just a little bit heavier. And pairing these also identical, no new images, no different setup. The idea here is you hold next to your phone and it's instant and it's magic and it fulfills the promise once again. And we could sit here and take Apple's word for the MagSafe charging, or we could test it and compare it to the last version and show you how cool it is, because it is really cool. Here's my MagSafe charger. Well, who put that out? How did that get here? It's almost like this was all planned. Throwing the original AirPods from 2019 on there, you can see it works. It does charge because they do have Qi charging, and MagSafe, the Apple chargers, do support that standard, but as soon as you pick it up, they fall off instantly. There is zero attraction, there is zero magnets. Is this really a problem if you're not moving around a lot? I mean, maybe not, but there's definitely been a couple times since AirPods and the wireless charging cases came out where I've thrown them on the charger, thought that they charged, and they actually didn't at all because they were just slightly misaligned. But this is the exact problem that MagSafe fixes. So when you throw the new AirPods on the MagSafe charger, the new AirPods can hang. And I don't mean like they hold up and they're a good product and the magnets are strong. I mean like they can literally hang. Like I can swing the cable around and the AirPods Pros with the MagSafe charging case stay attached. It's actually pretty impressive. I think MagSafe is one of the cooler things Apple has come out with. It's something that Android has not touched, that nobody else out there has touched. I think it's cool. I think it's an actual innovation. I use MagSafe to charge my phone exclusively now, and now I can use the same thing with my AirPods. I like it. I'm a big fan. Now that I have the new AirPods out of the box though, I want to see if they actually sound any better. Like I doubt that they do. So I'm going to compare it to the old ones and test the new ones and see how they sound. Yeah, they sound the same. Shocker. I mean, I didn't think I'd find anything, but I wanted to test it out. You never know if there's something small here. Same AirPods. Basically, if you have the old AirPods Pro, there is no reason you should buy these unless you want to pay $250 for a new pair with a MagSafe case. Otherwise, it's a good time to buy AirPods Pro because the refresh isn't happening until sometime next year, like the big redesign. Now, there's another product that has caught the internet by storm, and I should have seen this coming, being an Apple fan, but I just didn't see this towel making headlines. Like, I didn't think I'd be seeing headlines from every tech news blog, basically, except my own, saying that this is sold out, that this Apple towel is sold out. Now, you might be wondering, how did I get this? Well, as it turns out, the Apple polishing cloth is not a new product. This has been on the market, bundled with an Apple product, for almost 2 years. When you buy the $5,000 Apple Pro Display XDR, they put one of these inside, because I guess you're spending $5,000, so to wipe away your tears from that purchase, Apple includes this. I don't think they actually believe that you'll clean the screen with this, although it is pretty good at that. Now you might say, well, wait a second, then why does everybody care about this if it's been out for 2 years? Well, number one, it hasn't been sold separately, and number two, of course, everyone would latch onto the fact that Apple is selling a towel for $19. For $19, it is stout, it is sturdy, and it feels incredibly strong. It's also got a super satisfying texture. I don't know if you guys have this effect with microfiber, but it always just sticks on your hand, and it's very just crinkly and unsatisfying. You guys know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, though, it can look or feel like anything. Does it actually clean well? Are you paying $19 for a prop, or are you paying $19 for the best cleaning cloth on the market? And, well, I wanted to find out. So to put these head to head, I went and grabbed my MacBook Pro, the 13-inch M1. Not that the specs matter whatsoever. Why did I mention it like this was going to have some impact? It could be literally any screen, but it is a screen that you'll notice has not been really shown any love since COVID-19 started. I spent a minute or two cleaning off the left side of the screen and it worked okay, but because I didn't use any like screen clean fluid, it didn't do that good of a job. So I said, okay, can the $19 towel do better? And I'll be honest with you, it was maybe 1% better. Like, I could barely tell a difference. It looked ever so slightly better just going in dry. For those of you that might still be watching at this point, you're like, what psycho doesn't use screen clean? So I realized this right away and was like, this is not going to work. Basically, they did an equal job with, if you're limited on materials, of just like making it slightly less dirty. When you actually use the screen cleaning fluid on here, the microfiber does a good job of making it look clean until you look closely. Listen, in most lighting conditions, you'll be like, oh, that looks clean. But in specific lighting conditions, or if you're really looking at your screen, it just kind of spreads a lot of the gunk around. And I feel like the microfiber just isn't absorbent enough in any way to actually like properly make it look new. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but the polishing cloth actually does one thing really well that microfiber does not do. And guess what that is? That is polish. Combining the polishing cloth with screen cleaning fluid, it legitimately made the display look brand new. Like, I was surprised. It was that good. It looked that sharp. You can see on the light here, I don't know how well the camera captured it, but to my eye, it was nearly impeccable. So in summary, the build quality is a 10. What it actually does is a 10. Is Apple's polishing cloth a perfect towel? Is it the best towel that's ever been made?
Yes, it's a 10. I've sold everything but the towel. It keeps me warm.
I didn't say that. Somebody else said that. I'm just gonna say that this might be the best towel that I've ever used. I can say that, because I haven't used every towel, objectively. Wait, did you guys just trick me into reviewing the towel? I'm pretty sure I just reviewed the towel. Oh my god, we gotta go. All right, hope you guys are doing great. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.